Hi everyone, this is Lisa and welcome to my channel. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. For today's video, we're going to fix this wooden arrangement. As you can see, the succulents here are quite dehydrated already. We have Echeveria nevada. We also have small houses as an ornament. We also have banana. We also have aloe, and some of the succulent I do not know the ID. So first we have to uproot all of them and check their roots if there are pests. So the first one that we have uprooted is a banana succulent. It looks like jelly beans but it's bigger than jelly beans. And this succulent, I do not know the ID. I'm not sure if it's Pachyphytoids. And it has a variegation. The next one that we have uprooted is, I'm not sure of the ID, but it is also a succulent. Then I'm trying to uproot the aloe, but I think it is well rooted already, or maybe the banana is trying to cover the roots of the aloe. That's why I cannot pull it out. So I have collected one of the small house. Actually, this is a Graptopetalum ellen, but it didn't grow well. And I have collected 3 more small houses. I think the arrangement that I made in this wooden box is called Small Village Arrangement. So you can check my previous blog. I think it was made last year to check kung gaano sila kaliit o gaano kaliit yung mga succulent na ginamit ko dito, and look at them now, so big. Sobrang liit lang talaga nila kasi yung nilagay ko dito before is only succulents coming from leaf propagation. Na-amaze ako nung nakita ko siya sa veranda area na ang laki na nila. So, I have to uproot kasi hindi na sila bagay dito sa wooden pot. And I'm planning to use this wooden pot for a new arrangement. So, eto yung ating Darly Sunshine. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like Darly Sunshine pero parang iba yung color niya, no? It's bluish gray na may purple on the outer part of the leaves. And this is the Echeveria nevada. I think it is the only Nevada that I have already here in my garden kasi the big one na kinat ko before is na maalam na siya. So, kasi parang naulanan yun for 2 weeks and then yun. And finally, I have uprooted the aloe. So, this is a hybrid aloe. So, dehydrated na talaga siya. Kailangan na natin siyang irepat. This is also a banana. Dehydrated na din siya. So this one, I do not know the succulent ID, pero parang ano siya, parang kapamilya siya ng Graptopetalum. Tapos ang dami niyang aerial roots. So yung last na i-uproot natin is a banana pa din. So kahit dehydrated siya, may stress color siya. The very last one pala is aloe. It's an hybrid aloe, kaya lang hindi natin ma-appreciate yung beauty kasi very dehydrated. So we're going to use these 2 black pots. So bago rin to, nabili ko pa rin to sa Daiso Japan. If you could remember, may naipat na ako na gamit ko din to. I think it's 98 pesos each in Daiso Japan. And since malaki yung holes sa ilalim, and we don't want to lose all our soy milk, we have to put mesh tape para matakpan yung butas. So it would look like that. So we're done putting the mesh tape on the two pots. Then I fill it up with our used soil mix. So yung soil mix na ginagamit ko is a 50% lump soil and 50% pumice stone, which is the pumice stone is composed of garden soil, rice hull, carbonized rice hull, and vermicast. And I added some osmocote to give nutrients to the soil and as well as to the succulent that we are going to pot. The first one that we are going to pot on this tall pot is the banana. Pagsasama-samahin ko na siya dito sa isang pot lahat yung tatlong stem ng banana para lush siyang tingnan at maganda. And since mataas at maraming soy mix na nagamit dito sa ating pot na to, kaya kailangan lush yung itatanim natin para hindi sila ma-overwatered kung sakaling ilagay natin siya sa rain or shine area. And then, after putting the banana on top of the soil mix, let's fill it up gradually with our soil mix. Then, ipress lang natin yung soil mix going down para pag diniligan natin, hindi bababa yung soil mix at hindi magkulang yung ating potting mix na nilagay natin dito sa black pot nito. And then I will be using black sand as a top dressing. So, bagong bili ko na naman itong black sand na ito. So, nabibili ko siya online sa Lazada. So, marami namang store na pagpipilian. All we have to do is get some and put it on top of the soil mix. So, bakit ako naglalagay ng top dressing? Hindi lang para mas maganda o malinis silang tignan when I potted the succulent or the cacti. It is because I want to cover the rice hull na kasama dun sa soil mix natin. The house birds keep playing on my potting mix. Akala siguro nila may laman pa yung rice hulls. I have to cover it up para hindi nila paglaruan or else mauubos yung soil mix. And eventually mabubunot or lalabas yung roots ng ating succulent. So we're finally done with the first pot. As you can see, it's dehydrated. But I will water them after 3 days para sure ako na walang root rot na mangyayari kasi nagalaw ko yung roots nung succulent. So, let's go to the next pot. I will be potting this lush. I think it's a Darly Sunshine. I'm not sure but parang hindi madaling matanggal yung petals nito. Pero kasi ang Darly Sunshine, madaling matanggal yung petals na. I'm not so sure because hindi lang siya siguro madaling matanggal because it looks like dehydrated. Actually, it's dehydrated. Napakadami niyang aerial roots. So, madali lang tong ipat. Isisiksikin ko lang yung potting mix para hindi siya mag-loose pag diniligan natin siya ng water. Katulad kanina, I have to top the pot para masiksik yung soil. So, ito yung example ng aerial roots niya. So, napaka-healthy ng aerial roots. Siguro kasi dehydrated nga. Ang aerial roots kasi lumalabas sila sa succulent sa stem pag dehydrated sila. Meaning, naghahanap sila ng water in the air or moisture kasi nga nauuhaw na sila. So, ganyan lang pag nagpapat ako ng succulent para lumubog yung soil mix or yung potting mix sa pot. And maalis din yung mga nalagay dun sa in between sa leaves ng succulent. I have to top or the pot as well as the succulents para matanggal yung mga nakasingit na soil mix doon sa petals ng succulent. And bumaba din yung potting mix. And after that, I have to top dress it with the black sand ulit. One benefit more of putting top dressing is that hindi siya ganon kabilis tubuan ng weeds pag may top dressing yung pot nyo. And maganda siyang tingnan. Malinis. Pero additional cost yung paggamit ng top dressing. So, etong next sakalan na ipapat natin is I do not know the exact ID. Actually, I don't have any idea of what is its sakalan ID. So, i-press lang din natin yung soy mix. And then later on, we will top dress it with red sand dressing. Then, we pot these pachyphytoids. I think it's a variegated pachyphytoids. And then, let's add gradually soy mix to fill up the pot. Maganda kasi pag nagpat ka ng succulent or cacti, siksik para if ever na mag-root siya, hindi siya aalog. Ay hindi na madideserve yung kanyang roots. So the next one is that we are going to pot is the Nevada. I'm just removing the dried leaves on the lower part and we brush it off to clean the Echeveria. Just put it on top of the soy mix. Add more soy mix gradually to fill up the pot para maging siksik yung soy mix. We have to press the soy mix downward. Then we are going to top dress it with the red sand dressing. So bakit red ang napili ko for these 3 small pots? Kasi yung paglalagyan ko sa kanila, yung nirepat natin this week lang din, I used red sand dressing. So para pag pinagtabi-tabi ko yung mga small white pots na to, maganda silang tingnan kasi para uniform yung kanilang red sand dressings. Actually, inuubos ko na lang tong red sand dressing. I wanted to stick using the black sand dressing para hindi isang seller na lang din yung bibilan ko. So maganda rin ng red sand dressing actually pang toppings. Pero yun nga, nag-decide na din ako na ubusin ko na lang to. Stick na lang ako sa black sand dressing. Para if ever na magre-repat ulit ako, isa na lang yung gagamitin ko. So, uniform, maganda siyang tignan. Actually, my goal is I want all my pots to be in white. Kaya lang minsan ang hirap paghanap ng white pots, lalo na dito sa area namin. So, I decided to add black and brown na lang din sa aking mga pots. Kasi wala naman akong choice. Minsan kasi mahal pag bibilin ko lahat online. I have to pay additional cost for the shipping fee. So we are going to patch the remaining succulents that we have. So I will be using these tall square pots. I already filled it up with our used soil mix and I have to add fertilizer. I always use Osmocote as a fertilizer for my cacti and succulents, even to the other plants here inside the garden. So we will be potting this succulent, but I do not know the ID. Parang it's a family of tomentosa kasi yung description ng kanyang leaves is hairy. So I decided to add the remaining akadama soil on this pot para mahugasan ko na din yung container. So hopefully mag-work well yung akadama para mag-root siya kaagad. So ayan o, up close, di ba parang hairy yung kanyang leaves. So I think it's a family of tomentosa but I do not know exactly the ID or I'm not sure ha. Pero parang ganun yung karakteristik kasi ng mga tomentosa, hairy yung kanilang mga leaves. So we just have to press down again the soil mix. Hindi pala ako naglagay ng mesh tape dito. I think okay naman yung ganong hole. Hindi naman siguro maubos kagad yung soil mix. And then I decided to use black sand as top dressing instead of red sand kasi ginamit ko lang naman yung red sand kasi nga i-align ko yung mga small white pots dun sa ibang white pots na nirepat natin this week. So for the tall pots or black pots, I will be using black sand. So maganda rin siguro tong sakalan na to pag naging lash siya. So hopefully mapalash natin siya kasi maganda siya. So let's go to the next spot. This one I do not know the succulent ID2, but I think it's a family of the Mendozae or it's a Graptopetalum. I'm not sure. Pero napakadami niyang aerial roots. So I guess I have to cut it kasi mahirap siyang ipat ng naka-trailing. So I do not know kung talagang nagtitrail ba to o nagtrail lang siya kasi na-dehydrate siya, ganon. And yung mga na-remove nating leaves, hindi na rin yan natin maipropagate for leaf propagation kasi napaka-dehydrated nila. So, when you do leaf propagation, you must be getting the leaves on the lower part which are healthy. So, for this one, hindi super dehydrated. Napakadami nga niyang aerial roots. Kung nakikita nyo up close. So, I'm trying to show it up close to you para makita nyo yung aerial roots. So, ayan, 'di ba? So, kinat ko na lang siya and then remove the lower leaves para it is more easier for us to pot it in this black pot. And then we are going to top it with the black sand dressing. Maganda rin siyang tingnan. So hopefully kung sakali talaga nagtitrail itong sakalan na ito, it is perfect for this tall black pot. Kung dito siya magte-trail, kasi 'di ba maganda mataas yung pot, so okay lang kung mag-trail siya dito. And then we're going to pot the last two succulent, which is a hybrid aloe. So yung aloe, dehydrated na siya kaya hindi natin ma-appreciate yung beauty ng hybrid aloe na to. I will try my best to hydrate it para ipakita ko sa inyo kung gaano sila kaganda. Sana ang gagamitin ko dito is akadama soil, pati yung top dressing. Kaya lang, I don't have akadama soil right now and I have to pot it na. So, kung sakali magka-akadama soil, maybe we're just going to use it na lang sa other aloe na ipapat natin. Depende kung makabili tayo. Kasi medyo pricey din talaga ang akadama soil. Tapos nagamit ko kasi siya mostly sa gymnos, sa mga cacti or cactuses ko. So, I will be using black sand as a top dressing na lang for the aloe too. So we're finally done. Let's have a final and closer look of the succulent that we have potted today. Enjoy watching! So that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you like my sharing for today. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe and share my video to your family, friends, and relatives. Bye for now. See you on my next video. Bye. God bless us all. Bye.